Poetry lives in China's heart. For 8 centuries, these words have touched many lives. The sky with clouds is a metaphor for profound thinking, and the spring from mountains symbolizes the continuous nourishment of cultural tradition. The man who expressed these was Zhu Xi, the great Confucian. It's the early spring of 2017. In the outskirts of the ancient capital city of Luoyang, more than 500 people are taking part in a coming-of-age ceremony. When Luoyang became the capital of the Zhou dynasty, it was proclaimed the center of the world. The inscription on the magnificent Hezun bronze ceremonial drinking vessel records King Cheng of Zhou's founding of the city, and it contains the very earliest reference to the Middle Kingdom Zhongguo as the name for China. It represents part of the fountainhead of Chinese culture. It is in Luoyang that Ji Dan, the Duke of Zhou, hailed by Confucius as the ultimate model of proper behavior, is supposed to have defined the rituals and ceremonial music which would order public life. A system of governance combining politics and ethics based on blood relations and rights was the basis for stability and prosperity during the reigns of King Cheng and King Kang of Zhou. It was the underpinning rationale for the entire 800-year dynasty.
周公是一个很重要的人物。周文王、周武王建立了周这样的王朝，他没有开拓之功，但是真正奠定这个王朝的制度的、思想的，那是周公。或者说是形成文字的东西，那主要也还是周公。所以呢，周公在整个儒家的道统的谱系中间，他占据了一个非常重要的作用。
对周公的强调啊，更主要是强调治道。道统里面，尧舜禹汤文武周公，接下来是孔子。周公是有圣人之德，而有治理者地位的，所以在这个道统里面呢，更主要强调的是周公的这个治理、治道方面的。当然，不仅是治理，那么周公在义的传承当中也非常重要，就是伏羲、文王、周公、孔子。在周易的这个发展的过程当中，是构成了周易发展的4个阶段。
In the late spring and autumn period more than 2,000 years ago, Confucius journeyed from his home in Qufu to Luoyang to visit Lao Tzu and seek his advice on the rites. Confucius took the example of the Duke of Zhou for his philosophy of ethics with government based on benevolence and propriety as embodied by the rites at its heart. Over the following dynasties, Confucianism was variously interpreted and for long periods ignored entirely. After 1,000 years of near neglect, it again found favor in the Song dynasty at the turn of the first millennium. Zhao Kuang-yin, the emperor of the Song dynasty, asked the question, what is most important in the world? His prime minister Zhao Pu contemplated for a while before answering, reason.
这个典故呢，记载出来，它反映了宋代的一种文明程度，也就是说，是它和以前，比如说以前有一些那种很专制强权的皇帝的那种作风是不太一样的。
当年理学的提出是思想解放的结果。中国历史上讲天是很早就讲了，到了程颢、程颐、朱熹，他们其实提出来天理、天道，他们就把理呢提高到天的这个位置，跟天是可以并行的。那么这样呢，就有一个凌驾于世间的万事万物之上的一个理。其实，在当时呢，就突破了那个时候一种现实的人世间的权力结构，就有了一个更高的一个判断的标准、判断的依据，有一种更高的理念。
那你看现在《清明上河图》所反映宋代那样一种城市社会的场景是前所没有的，以往是它相对封闭的，那么宋代你看它呈现那样一种充满活力的，是吧？也充满了这个烟火气息的、工商业气息的、人文情怀的，这个是它与这个宋代的这种整个它的这种发展是有关的。
In the early Song dynasty, an open and liberal Chinese society gave rise to lively academic debate and unprecedented creativity in art and literature.
作为理学的奠基人，史称了北宋五子周敦颐、邵雍、二程，还有张载5个人之间呢，相互都有一些联系。周敦颐呢是二程的老师，邵雍呢长期是居住在洛阳。那么二程呢和这个邵雍呢也有很多活动。张载呢从辈分上来说是二程的表叔，张载呢和二程兄弟呢相与论学，这个也相互启发。
Those Neo-Confucian thinkers shared a common aesthetic feeling for nature and life. Zhou Duanyi loved the vitality of grass in front of his windows. Zhang Zai liked listening to a donkey neigh. Chang Hao loved little downy chickens. When the young emperor broke a willow branch, Chang Hao instructed him that it's not right to break a branch that can only grow in spring.
我们通常都认为宋明理学家都是很严肃、很僵化、很古板啊，非常强调道德教化的这样一群人，缺乏生命情趣，缺乏生命情调。但是从这些故事里面，我们反而看到，实际上宋明理学家是有着非常丰富的这样一个生命情趣的人。
二程里边的哥哥大程讲了，说我的这个学术啊，虽然也有老师曾经教过，是吧？但是天理2字啊是自家体跌出来，所以我们这个也把它看作是理学创始的一个自我的这个叙述，所以理是最重要的。
The ideology of Chang Hao and Chang Yi synthesizes achievement of Chinese philosophy of former times and develops Confucianism. Eventually, their scholarship reaches Fujian in the far southeast of China. An inscription on a rock in the Wuyi Mountains reads, Reason's Cave on the Southward Way. It was engraved when Chang's ideology was promulgated in southern China. Somewhere between 1078 and 1086, a Fujian native by the name of Yang Shi arrived in Luoyang and became a student of the Chang brothers. When he completed his studies and set out to return home, Chang Hao was content, saying, My teaching goes south.
而我们从后来的这个历史的发展、历史事实来看，的确，杨时是当得起这4个字的。因为杨时回去之后，教了罗崇彦，罗崇彦教了李彤，李彤再培养朱熹，这几个道兰学派就出来了。在这个意义上说，这个吴道兰矣，的确是此言不虚啊。
Years later, Yang Shi went to Luoyang again to pay a visit to Chang Yi, and he took You Zuo with him. It was snowing when they arrived, and the two men waited outside while Chang Yi sat inside. Yang Shi and You Zuo dared not disturb him. They stood silently in the snow until Chang'e woke, by which time the snow in the courtyard had become a foot deep. This widely disseminated story demonstrates their devotion. Chang'e taught them all he knew and made them the inheritors of his thought. In the year 1127, a Jin army seized Kaifeng, the capital of the northern Song. The newly installed emperor and his recently abdicated father were both taken prisoner. The former emperor's ninth son, Zhao Go, established the southern Song regime in Shangqiu and then escaped to southern China and made Lin'an, today's Hangzhou, the new capital. 2 years later, Jin troops crossed the Yangtze River and invaded southern China. Zhao Go and his court fled to Dinghai via Shaoxing and Ningbo in dozens of boats.
宋高宗到了这个舟山群岛的这一个主岛上，还不放心，又跑到了舟山群岛这个主岛的旁边有一个朱家尖，一个小岛，很狼狈。
The entire royal court cut a poor sight on these boats caught between storms and pursuing troops. They even had to pass the New Year festivities on their boats. Zhu Xi was born in the year 1130 in Youxi, Fujian province. His biography in the History of Song says that, notwithstanding the difficulties of his early years, Zhu Xi quickly emerged as a precocious child.
在4、5岁的时候，跟父亲去散步，小朋友就爱问为什么哈，就问那个我们头顶这是叫什么呢？是天哈。他父亲告诉他，然后朱子再一问，那这个天上面又是什么东西呢？那个朱松就回答不出来了。
There's a local legend in northern Fujian that goes as follows. One day, when the young Zhu Xi was playing with his friends by a stream, suddenly his friends noticed he was nowhere to be seen. When they finally found him, Zhu Xi was drawing on the sand of a small sandbar. As they approached, they saw that he was drawing the ancient divinatory trigrams of the Ba Gua.
"讲孔子呢，就讲孔子小的时候，人家都在那玩啊，他是个祖斗之气，从小就知礼。讲这个朱子呢，就讲他小的时候去画八卦。讲王阳明呢，就讲他小的时候就逃学。 带着孩子们去排兵布阵，这类的故事呢，其实是一个叙述框架。但是呢，像刚才我说的这些人，那当然，天资聪慧是一定的，就他们一定是对他们所喜欢的东西有特别的投入和专注。
Zhu Xi's family was continually on the move, often living in poverty. As his 2 elder brothers had died of hunger in childhood, his father laid all his hopes on Zhu Xi to bring glory to the family.
朱熹的话受家教啊，朱松主要就是教他什么呢？一个就是读《孝经》，一个呢就是读《春秋》《左传》，阐述世俗学。
我觉得朱熹是很幸运，因为他的父亲也是2层的后学，他有机会接触到世俗的教育。事实上，他这种教育不是普遍的，而是比较特别的，因为当时社会普遍的还并不那么重视诗书啊。应该说，重视诗书，这是2层的弟子后学这一派 他们所特别强调的。
In the first lunar month of the year 1139, the Emperor Zhao Go made peace with the Jin. By ceding territory and accepting humiliating terms like the execution of his all-conquering general Yu Fei, Zhao Go could remain Emperor of the South. By then, the young Zhu Xi was reading Mencius. As he read the statement, "The sages and I are of the same kind," he became enlightened. He realized that so long as one cultivates one's personality, one can become a sage.
价值意识、道德意识很强的人才会有这种感受。平常人看到就算了嘛，他看到就有感触。这有感触、有感受是很重要的事情。一个人没有感受，没有就麻木了，要就是发出来，去成就具体的事业，落实到各个方面。感动越大，将来的成就才会越高啊。要是无所感，一个麻木的人要他干什么呢？行尸走肉啊。
The Wuyi Mountains on the border of Fujian and Jiangxi provinces have long been regarded as a seat of Neo-Confucian thinkers. Various legends say that thousands of years ago, Pangzu, the deity of longevity, built a house at the foot of these mountains and planted tea there.
当年彭祖来到这里以后，生下了2个儿子彭武和彭仪。当第一遍春风吹过的时候，他们就能呼喊爹娘了；当第2遍春风吹过的时候，他们就能够站立行走。喝下了彭祖泡的茶汤后呢，他们能够奔走如飞。后人就为了纪念彭武和彭仪，就把这座
武夷山呢，正好处在江西跟福建交界的地方，同时它离开政治中心杭州也不是太远，加上武夷山本身呢风景秀丽，环境优美，所以呢，江西的文人、福建的文人、浙江的文人就聚在武夷山。可以说，当时南宋找不到第2个地方像他这样有这么条件。
Zhu Xi often walked down the stone lane in Wufu, now known as Zhuzi Lane. At Liu's school and in villages nearby, he studied under the 3 great scholars. In summer, Liu Zihui often took Zhu Xi to Water Curtain Cave, where they discussed scholarship and philosophical principles.
武夫对朱子的成长，他是具有一个决定性的，因为那时候他师事三先生就是让他的学问一下子接到了那个中央文献之学，接到道统的正脉，而且这个刘家当时也是非常的显赫，也说他一下子进入到主流，这个对他以后无论是为官也好，他的为学也好，他的一种成长也好，这个我觉得都是很关键的一点。
In the year 1145, Zhu Xi was 16. On his birthday, his teacher Liu Zihui gave him a new honorific name, Yuan Hui.
因为西是代表着光明，朱子他性格非常的急躁，他的老师刘子辉就想给他起一个字来进行互补，达到一个阴阳的平衡和和谐。这也体现出我们中国人的一种中庸之道和那个中和之美。他给朱子起个什么就叫元晦，晦就是阴暗啊，晦暗啊。用他的话就是说，一个参天大树，只有深深的扎根于大地，才能够长成参天大树。一个人也是一样，只有韬光养晦，你才能够成就大业。
At that time, there was an important Zen Buddhist temple near Wufu, and for a time, the young Zhu Xi frequented the temple and learnt Zen from a monk by the name of Dao Qian.
朱熹呢就跟这些禅师，当然主要就是开山寺的这个道谦禅师，因为离他也不远，是吧？就是有这些交往，了解这个禅师的生活思想。但是呢，他的受益不大，然后他也看了很多的佛书，很多的道书，所以他这个时代，他这个地方他叫初入佛老，泛滥百家。
In 1147, the 18-year-old Zhu Xi went to sit the provincial exams in Jianning. He took with him just one book, a Buddhist text given to him by Dao Jian.
其他书不带，也不带四书五经，而带什么？带大佛语录。所以从这里可以看出来，就是说，朱熹的话呢，是企图把这个儒释道三家的思想融合起来。
朱熹呢，他其实是在18、19岁的时候参加科举考试。那么参加科举考试呢，其实应该说还是比较顺利的，那个第5榜被录取了。其实宋代的科举考试呢，它是分成5榜，但是分成5榜它是有3个等级的。第1等的那个进士呢，他就是最后得到的那个名义呢，会叫进士及第。第2等的呢就是进士出身，第3等的呢是同进士出身。其实朱熹呢，他就是一个同进士出身，他是排在第90名。但是不管怎么样，他是科举及第了，而且他是一个正奏明的一个进士。
In the year 1153, Zhu Xi, by then 24, was appointed to the post of Secretary to the Magistrate of Tong'an County, Quanzhou. As he proceeded to his office, he made a detour to Zhanglin village and dropped by to visit Li Tong, a friend of his father. Li Tong and Zhu Xi's father had been students of the noted Confucian Luo Tongyan. Luo, in turn, was a student of Yang Shi. Li Tong lived a simple life in seclusion.
因为李彤这个人是很木讷的，就坐在那边一整天坐在那边，你不问他问题，他就像木头一样的，就是你不敲他，他不响；你敲他，他就响；你小敲他就小响，你大敲他就大响。这是李延平，远远看过去，这跟一个糟老头。其实你一问，你的问题很有意义，哇，他整个生命就起来了。
Zhu Xi was absorbed with Buddhism and Taoism. He wanted to display his understanding of Zen with immense reason. But his torrential exposition met with silence. Li Tong found Zhu Xi to be too young to have a thorough understanding of Confucian principles. He simply responded, "Just read the sages."
所以觉得儒学就是让佛学推演它才显得它很精彩、很特殊。可是当他去找李彤的时候，李彤就一直跟他说：“这个跟我的理解不对的哦，你回去再好好读圣人的言语，然后在圣人言语里面找圣人的气象是什么。”那对于朱熹来说，就是晴天霹雳嘛啊，打破了他原来学术的认知。
Today, the Temple of Confucius in Tong'an is China's best preserved county-level Confucian temple. 800 years ago, Zhu Xi, still perplexed by the words of Li Tong, made his way to Tong'an. He came there to serve as the sub-prefectural registrar of the county government and director of the county school.
他来的时候，看到孔庙这个县学也很破落，也没有教科书，也没有老师，老百姓的啊，特别是读书人，不崇圣、不崇拜前面的圣人的这种风节也很久了，而且就说这个学风日益凋敝。
In Tong'an, Zhu Xi also witnessed what he regarded as the degeneration of social morals. But the ambitious young scholar felt at a loss as to what was to be done about it.
他跟这个朱熹去进了官场有很大的关系。为什么？这些鬼东西到官场都不能用，真正能用的就是儒学，儒学为治国平天下。
李彤对他最大的这个影响呢，就是把他重新拉回到 儒学的轨道，而且呢，这个儒学的轨道呢是道学的轨道，不是一般的儒学，是北宋2程以来通过杨时是吧，这个道南传承的这个道学的轨道，这个是对他是有决定性的。
Zhu Xi recalled another remark made by Li Tong. Why are some principles easily understood when we have no problems, but difficult to understand when we face challenges? Zhu Xi began to read quotations from books written by sages and then enforced laws to restore order.
在同安人上，他做了好几件事情，一个是镇经界，一个是那个把那个税务公开。
那学校没有书你就要去解借书啊，有书了哦，所以他要到湖州，他去争取这个买书的经费。那有书了，没有老师了，没有老师你也要去解借，所以他要去聘请本县的一些原来就是说也是接受儒学这个思想的这些人，都把他们聘来到县学来作为老师来教导，所以这些都是很现实，需要解决的，你不能够等待。
As he saw his practical measures greatly changing local customs in Tong'an, Zhu Xi acquired a deeper understanding of ancient Confucian wisdom. In the Song dynasty, there was a post station called Zhutou-pu in mountains to the west of Yongchuan County. In the spring of 1156, Zhu Xi passed a night there.
晚上外面那个杜撰在啼叫啊，他翻冷雨，刚好就读到子夏这个扫草应对这个地方，他以前呢好像体悟也不是特别深。
洒扫就是自己管理自己嘛，自己的事情自己做。拿我们现在话来讲，精粹就是什么时候应该抢在前面走，什么时候不能够抢在前面走。你如果老抢在长辈的前面走到，那行了，你应该徐行后长。 慢慢的走，跟在长辈的后面。可是到了比如说要进门了，你就是快走几步去开门啊，这种习惯都是习惯养成。但这种习惯中间，我们可以体会到很多很多做人做事的道理。
That night became a turning point in Zhu Xi's life, for it was then he abandoned Buddhism and returned to Confucian thought. He decided to seek further advice from Li Tong. At the beginning of the year 1158, when his tenure of office expired, Zhu Xi walked the 150 kilometers to formally ask Li Tong to take him as his apprentice. Zhu Xi was 29 and Li Tong was 66. This time, Zhu Xi would gain a real understanding of Li Tong's teaching.
李同那时候就已经非常看重朱熹，他说颜回进学甚力，就是说他一生还没看见过这样的人。当时朱熹才是个后生小子啊，就看到他那种巨大的那种学术潜力。这潜力里面特别讲到了，就是他对于这个概念的这种分析啊，那种关注、那种探索，他这个是少有的。
这李同一说，朱子就接受了的，这个部分其实不重要，对他的思想发展不是关键的，就是那些李同最初说，朱子没有体会，虽然没说反驳，但是也没有完全接受的，就这些部分，其实最后他回到的都是李同的结论上，所以这个影响是根本的。所以他一生当中，对他来说，真正的老师就是李同，别人最多只是代课的，李同才是他博士导师。
I love only the lotus for rising from the mud yet remaining unstained, bathed by pure currents, and yet not seductive. At the time, the essay on the love of the lotus by Northern Song philosopher Zhou Duanyi was widely read. Yuyan Cave in Daoxian County, Hunan Province, is said to be the place where Zhou Duanyi read and attained his enlightenment. His wisdom went into Taiji Tu Shuo, explanations of the diagram of the Supreme Ultimate, and Tong Shu, the all-embracing book, or penetrating the Book of Changes. These lay the foundations for Confucian idealist philosophy. By 1160, Zhu Xi had collected Zhou Duanyi's works and a number of rare manuscripts. He was overjoyed. He collated the manuscripts and then sent them to Li Tong.
他特别喜欢跟李彤讨论那些道学的经典文本，比如说《太极图说》啊，这二程的语录啊，他喜欢讨论这些这个文本文献的那些那个句子怎么理解这些东西，特别是这些文本的那个内在的义理，那个哲学层面的理解，他感兴趣这个。
周敦颐他一直在思考，就这个宇宙怎么开始，天地有一个根源，透过一阴一阳谓之道的发展，才形成了人的这个宇宙。这个道又变成人的一个发展之道，人的发展之道变成人成为君子之道，人的君子之道又成为人的为政之道，所以它都是一贯而下。
In the year 1162, the new emperor sought advice from his ministers on plans to launch a military campaign. The goal was to recover lost territory in the north. Li Tong encouraged Zhu Xi to submit a memorial, and he polished it himself. The 33-year-old Zhu Xi submitted his memorial to the emperor in the palace, but he found that the emperor had little time for it. By the winter of the following year, the campaign had ended in failure. The next year, Li Tong died. Zhu Xi hurriedly left the capital to attend his teacher's funeral. To preserve his teacher's memory in those melancholy days, Zhu Xi compiled his correspondence with Li Tong into a book called Questions and Answers from Li Tong.
那延平答问里面有好多的书信的往来，那我看到了朱熹对于李彤的那一种求学当中，想要解剖一些圣贤当中言语无法解通的义理的问题的时候的焦虑哦。当时在李彤名声并不响亮，但是对学术的坚持，他影响到了朱熹。
他真正受到影响，他觉得比较大的，就是李彤跟他讲的，这二程的思想啊，有一个观点叫礼义分殊，啊，这个李彤呢，当时就跟他说啊，难的不是在礼义，难的是在分殊，实际上要把一件一件具体的事情都把它了解清楚做好，这个是最难的。朱熹呢，因为他后来讲格物致知啊，应该说呢，他更多的是在那个，就是对所有的具体事物一件一件的去格。
可在李彤身上，他知道了人生的新的目标跟价值，其实不在当官上面，他有更大的责任跟使命。我觉得这样的一个大的改变之后，朱熹的人生的方向就定了。好，对国家、对出处之间、对人生自我的一种理解就定了。
In 1163, when Zhu had appeared at court, he chanced to resume correspondence with his friend Lu Zuqian. He also met Zhang Shi, whom he had admired for a long time. The Ming school represented by Zhu Xi, the Zhe school represented by Lu Zuqian, and the Huxiang school represented by Zhang Shi were the main branches of the Zhang brothers' philosophy.
它虽然是一个都属于这个理学思潮，但它是不同的流派，不同的流派之间啊，在大的方向，是一致的，但是在一些具体、一些思想观点啊，不完全相同，有些各自的特点。像这个朱熹就和这些同时代的思想家，啊，他也是二程的这些传人，啊，张氏啊、吕祖谦啊，他们这个并称，当时是东南三贤，啊。这个互相交流、互相辩论、互相也促进啊，共同啊这个把这个二程的思想这个发扬光大。
In the autumn of 1164, Zhu Xi hurried to Nanchang to attend the funeral of Zhang Juan, a military commander who had fought the Jin invasion. Zhu Xi also had another purpose, to meet with Zhang Shi, Zhang Juan's son.
因为张氏他父亲过世在南昌今天的，然后他顺着赣江这水路啊，船运着他父亲的灵柩往回走，朱熹就登舟筑哭，登上船来哭张氏的这个父亲。这样呢，他们两个在船上呢，朱熹陪了3天。
Zhu Xi had just lost his master Li Tong, and he felt his pursuit of learning was coming adrift. Meeting up with Zhang Shi renewed his appetite for study. 5 days after he returned to Wufu from Jiangxi, Zhu Xi started collating the works of Chang Hao and Chang Yi. He developed a plan to collect the entire Confucian canon and set about promoting an authoritative version of Confucian ideology.
北方残破的情况之下，什么才代表中国文化？它对二程学术的继承，其实它是有很深的文化的情怀跟用意，以及国族延续的一种命脉的想法。 那这样命脉的想法使得他在追究二程学问的时候，他是很细腻的去推二程究竟在讲什么，二程的学生是不是有哪些地方不符合二程，而在二程学术里面有哪些地方可能超越了孔子，或者有些地方已经超出了我们理解范围，他还慢慢把它修正回来，回到最纯粹的、踏实的一种学问体系来。
As Zhu Xi immerses himself in the classic sources of Chinese civilization, he feels as if his mind is bathed in clear water. What he reads makes him feel like he's under a brilliant sky, and the words inspire a famous poem. Like a crystal mirror, the pond spreads, shadowed by the sky, with clouds high. Why is the water so clear and bright? Ask the spring from mountains nearby.
所以朱熹呢就想来翻来覆去，然后冲突经典，豁然开朗。所以他讲说那个半亩方塘一鉴开，鉴呢是镜子，在这用来比喻他的心境啊。天光云影共徘徊，就是他举棋不定。 犹豫不定这样一个思想的历程，突然豁然开朗，问渠哪得清如许？为有源头活水来。源头活水是什么？是圣贤留下的经典，我不断去读那个经典，最后得到了启发，这对我们今天，它具有这个普遍的方法论意义，就是我们如何对待传统文化，那就是源头活水。
那朱子的很多诗人那都流出来了，对吧？半亩方塘一鉴开，天光云影共徘徊。就这些诗，你一看就知道，这是一个生机盎然的人。哪能做着做着哲学，把自己生命做干瘪了？那还做哲学干啥？
Hanchuan Wu in the Wuyi Mountains is a tranquil place. In the year 1170, Zhu Xi buried his mother here and had a house built. He stayed at the house to fulfill the mourning period for his mother. It was during this time that he finished many important works. In the spring of the year 1175, his old friend Lu Zuqian came from Zhejiang to the house. As they met, they talked and they inspired each other further. They agreed to compile a popular reader of Confucian thinkers such as Zhou Duanyi, Zhang Zai, and the Chang brothers. The book was eventually titled Collected Thoughts on Nearby Things, a reference to a phrase in the Analects of Confucius.
朱熹啊，经过那几年的这个思考啊，他已经有一套成熟的想法，是吧？比如说对中庸的解释，到底怎么吸取二程里边哪些东西，怎么样吸取，怎么样结合，哪些不吸取，是吧？他有一套比较成熟的意见。
他们编《金丝录》，其实当时的初衷就是使那些穷山僻壤的地方的这些士子，都能够得到士子的精华，就得到落雪。 得到联络官民的一个精华，
《金丝录》就是北宋4位大儒把四书五经啊读得滚瓜烂熟，融会贯通之后啊，在他们的14本代表性著作把它表达出来。朱子从这14本代表性著作里面摘录了那些足以垂范后世的格言治论622条，按照如何修己治人之道。 把它分成14卷，整部《金丝录》，周敦颐只有11条，但这11条含金量是最高的。那张载有110条，那其他呢501条全部是2程的，也就是说，《金丝录》里面80%以上都是2程的言论所以说呢从这一点上你就可以看得出说。 2位程夫子的分量有多大。
Through this work, Zhu Xi and Lu Zuqian showed their respect for the Confucian thinkers of former times. It is the first comprehensive reader of Confucian philosophy in Chinese history. The work has had an immense influence on East Asia ever since, and it's been published in more than 100 editions. It became the keystone of Neo-Confucianism.
这首乐曲呢，《流水》。那么朱熹他是宋代的一个大儒，但是我们大多人不知道他本身还是一个大琴家，因为他曾经有一个著述呢，叫《琴律说》这个是古琴史上唯一的一本讲这个琴律的著述。他自己也能做琴现在传世的有一张叫《大成》据说这一张琴就是朱熹亲做的。那么后来，在清代经一个大书法家叫乙丙寿，他又重修这张琴。原来在民国年间呢，是一个大琴家杨宗济的藏琴后来辗转到了这个浙江博物馆。我有幸呢。 为这张琴呢上弦，我还亲自弹过所以对这张琴感触很深。这个它的声音呢很圆韵、很雅正，跟杨宗济先生的描述呢，是非常吻合的。
800 years ago, Zhu Xi and Lu Zuqian roamed among the mountains and streams of Wuyi to the accompaniment of music. These two thinkers shared a resonance with Confucians of former times. Today, their thoughts still exert tremendous influence.